Picture this: you're working 40 hours a week, earning $7.25 an hour, America's federal minimum wage. Your paycheck? Barely $290. Meanwhile, rent, groceries, and gas for a family of four need $25 an hour, per MIT. As a concerned American, I'm fed up. Is the minimum wage a scam designed to keep us broke? Let's dig into the data and find out how we're getting played. Hey, truth seekers! Before we dive into today's expose, hit that like button. It takes 5 seconds and fuels our fight to question everything. Not subscribed? Join the Q Everything crew and tap the bell for raw, unfiltered truths. Stick with us to the end, I promise it's worth your time. Let's uncover the real story together. In 2025, 1.3 million Americans earned $7.25 an hour, per BLS. That's $15,080 a year, poverty level for one person, per Census Bureau. But a living wage for a family of four? $25 an hour, or $52,000, per MIT's living wage calculator. The gap's crushing us. It gets worse. 62% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, per Lending Club 2025. Minimum wage covers just 29% of a family's needs in high-cost states like California, per EPI. Rent alone eats $1,500 monthly, per Zillow, half your take-home. The scam? Businesses rely on tips to dodge fair pay. 20% of tipped workers, like servers, fall below poverty, per EPI 2025, earning $2.13 per hour federally. Restaurants profit $1.4 billion for chains like Darden, per their reports, while we subsidize wages. The mental toll is brutal. Financial stress from low wages fuels a $340 billion mental health crisis, per Gallup 2025. 57% of minimum wage workers report anxiety, per Pew, with 80% of servers citing tip pressure, per Restaurant Business. Compare globally, Australia's $15 per hour minimum wage supports families, with 90% job satisfaction, per OECD 2025. In the US, only 32% believe low wages improve work ethic, per Gallup. We're trapped in a broken system. Workers suffer most. High turnover, 50% annually, per Deloitte, costs businesses $5 billion yearly. Yet 1.3 million workers can't afford basics, and 28% skip meals, per Feeding America 2025. This isn't freedom, it's exploitation. Why is this a scam? Corporations pocket profits while 62% of us struggle. The federal wage hasn't budged since 2009, despite 5.1% inflation in 2025, per BLS. Meanwhile, CEO pay at top firms rose 20% since 2020, per Forbes. The cost? Our $35 trillion national debt includes $1.1 trillion in interest, per Treasury, but we can't fund fair wages. 52% disapprove of wage policies, per Quinnipiac 2025. We're paying for corporate greed. Here's how we fight back, friends. First, advocate for a $15 federal minimum wage, 15% less turnover, per Deloitte. Support the 2025 Raise the Wage Act via Congress.gov. One call to your rep sways votes 70%, per Congressional Management Foundation. Second, try side hustles. Freelancing on Upwork or driving for Uber averages $1,000 per month extra, per 2025 surveys. 37% of workers hustle, per Side Hustle, to bridge the $25 per hour gap. Third, use budget hacks. Apps like Inab save $500 per year, per user reviews. Buy bulk, cut subscriptions. 60% of Americans save $400 by meal prepping, per NerdWallet 2025. Every dollar counts. Fourth, spread awareness on X, reaching 500 million users, per Statista 2025. Share stats like $7.25 versus $25 with hashtag minimum wage scam, 30K searches, per TubeBuddy. Awareness drove 2024 wage hikes in 20 states, per EPI. Fifth, support fair businesses. Choose restaurants with no-tip policies, like 200 plus on notiprestaurants.com, with 20% higher retention, per eater 2025. Your dollars push wage reform, like DC's $16.10 per hour minimum. Like a concerned American, like you, tired of a $7.25 wage scamming workers while living costs soar to $25 per hour. But 74% want change, per YouGov. By 2026, we can push $15 wages, hustle smart, and back fair businesses to end this trap. Let's build a future where work pays. That's the truth they're hiding, but we're not done yet. If this hit you hard, smash that like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Q Everything. Tap the bell to stay in the fight for truth. Drop a comment. What's the biggest lie you're questioning? Let's keep pushing for answers and build a future where honesty wins. Catch you in the next one.